Hey guys, welcome to the latest episode of Self Unboxing. If you'd like to know what Transformers toys or collectibles we'll be unboxing next, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press that bell button. It's been quite some time since we've unboxed a Transformers figure, and we've recently received one of the latest Transformers figures that we'd love to unbox with all of you. This is what we're unboxing this week. Transformers Studio Series Leader Class Transformers Age of Extinction Optimus Prime from Hasbro and Takara. But first, let's talk about the movie that inspired this version of Optimus Prime. Transformers Age of Extinction was the fourth installment in the Bayverse Transformers series, with new human casts as well as Transformers that was released in 2014. Wow, that's like 11 years ago already. With the new cast, we don't get to see such familiar faces like Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf anymore, but instead with Mark Wahlberg trying to save the humankind and the Earth again. Well, just as usual, the plot is not that important because at the end of the day, everything gets blown up to oblivion anyways. But we just want to be treated with a feast for the eyes of endless fight scenes and Transformers like the introduction of Dinobots in live-action movies. And this is also the time when we get to see Optimus Prime wielding a sword and a shield instead of his regular Iron Blaster. And he'll continue his similar image in The Last Night that we've unboxed the Yolo Park AMK Pro Series model kit before. Let's have a look at the packaging first. With the new year comes with a new packaging style for the Studio Series figures, including the dual images of both the robot mode and vehicle mode of Optimus, and more general details of the figures like the number of steps to transform between the two modes at a glance. Something remains the same though, like the blue Studio Series stripe, mainly black background, and display window design. But the clear window has finally made a comeback, so we don't have to worry about people poking the figures anymore if we buy them in store. And when we turn to the back, we can see much clearer images of Optimus in his robot and Western Star 4900EX truck modes that can transform between the two in 44 steps. Gone is the removable backdrop of animation, as we don't see any description in here anymore, but we'll inspect further once we've taken everything out. I can't wait to see how Optimus Prime looks in 2025. So, here we go. Alright, so we have unboxed everything from the box, including the main figure and his accessories. Let's go for the figure first. As a Leader Class Transformer, this Optimus is bigger than the others and stands about 8.5 inches tall, and it comes with his easily recognizable tricolor scheme with a bit gold accents. It's a bit sad that the silver color is not in a more silverish or chromed color, but rather in grey, but at least it's more scratch resistant. I found that the body of Optimus Prime looks a bit bulkier, but I believe this is to accommodate the transformation afterwards. Let's check out the articulations along the way. For the head, we can rotate it left and right, and some slight tilting up and down. We can also see the blue shoulder armor, but it can be moved up so it won't interfere the movements of the shoulders. Arms can be folded at the elbow joints at about pretty close to 180 degrees, which is crucial if you want to recreate the pose of holding the sword with both hands. Oh, this has dropped. Here you go. And we can open and close the palms thanks to the individual finger joints. But just don't expect the fingers to be moved separately. For the waist armor pieces, they kind of resemble those of a Japanese samurai, and the gaps at the front allow legs to move forward or kick up high. There's also a joint in between, in here, so we can adjust the legs for more natural stances. We can bend at the knee joints at about 90 degrees, which should be sufficient for posing. And we can adjust the ankle joints so Optimus' feet can be planted firmly on the ground. As with his body trunk, we can see the roof being attached to the back, which makes the figure look even bulkier. So maybe some third-party manufacturers will make something to make it look a little bit better. Let's have a look at the accessories. We have a shield, one big sword, and also the signature long sword from the movie. And with the opening and closing of the palms, we can let Optimus hold his weapons more securely. Like this. Not too bad, eh? And again, we've checked the box, and there's no removable backdrop pack-in anymore, which used to be a Studio Series bonus. Guess we have to live with that one from now on. Okay, so time to transform Optimus to his vehicle mode. Let's do it. So from Robot mode to Western Star 4900 EX truck mode in 44 steps. Seriously, they've put in some thoughts and complicated transformation process along the way, as you can see while we are transforming. But the overall results, is impressive. It does resemble a Western Star truck with custom flare paint job, which looks totally like that in the movie. We can also see the small side mirrors, exaggerated exhaust pipes, and movable wheels. Optimus's weapons can be stored on the back and the side like this, so we don't have to worry about losing his accessories here and there. I'm actually quite happy with this latest Studio Series product. So that's it for this episode of Cells Unboxing. If you enjoyed this unboxing video, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and share with others who love Transformers figures. It's only mid-2025 and there are still many new Transformers going to be released, so stay tuned for more Transformers unboxing. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.